All right, welcome everybody. Today is April 27th and it is day 45 of this market craziness. Today we are going to talk about what to expect this week because it is Monday and we have a new week ahead of us. There are three things that traders are focusing on right now this week, and we're going to talk about this. And then also we're going to talk about what is Theta in Options. There are three amazing facts about time decay in options that I want to share with you today. So if you can hear me just fine, do me a favor, click on like and let me know that you can hear me, and then we jump right on the charts. So let me move this over here. Let's go onto the charts and see what is happening today. So we're looking at the Dow Jones right now and we are up 1.6%. So why is this? What are traders focusing on this week? That's what we're going to talk about. As you can see, we are trapped below support and resistance. So previous resistance became support. So we have some support here, 22,550. Cleared it last week and now we are trading into resistance. So we will see if in fact we can go over the hump literally, right, and keep marching towards the 25,000 mark. So why are the markets up today? Again, I thought that we are in a crash. I thought that we are in a pandemic. I thought that we are in a crisis. Well, not according to the markets, because here is what markets are looking at. First of all, there's no negative news over the weekend. And if there's no negative news, markets do what they always do. They quickly crawl up, or they slowly crawl up. And this is what we see. As you know, over the past few weeks, we have seen the markets go up 2%, go down 2%, but it is in a much more orderly fashion. Now, looking at the VIX, the volatility index, we also see that it is dropping. It is now at 32. We haven't had that low of a level since March 5th. So and today is what, April 27th, so in almost 2 months. So it seems that the markets are going back to a more orderly way. So what are the three things that traders are focusing on right now? Number one, it is of course the reopening in some states, the rebooting of the economy. So we have heard that over the weekend some states already loosened the restrictions. So we'll see if this, fingers crossed, if this is going well. Then also the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program. As you know, last week, I believe it was on Tuesday, the Senate signed the new bill for additional funding, an additional $484 billion. On Thursday, the House was actually then signing off on it. On Friday morning, Trump signed the bill finally, and since this morning, funds are being distributed again. So this is the first thing that traders are focusing on right now. What is the second thing? Of course, there is still how many coronavirus cases do we have here? And as we can see, we are pretty much stable, still at a very high level. As you can see, still around 25 to 30,000 cases being reported every day, but at least it is not climbing. So looking at the economic calendar of what to expect this week, today there's nothing on the dock for today. Tomorrow we have consumer confidence, we have the advanced GDP, we have FOMC statement and the press conference, unemployment claims, and the ISM manufacturing index. Now, usually we would say, well, traders are probably paying attention of what's happening, but no, we already know that traders are shrugging off these reports. Consumer confidence, we already know that it will be bad because we have been staying at home for the past few weeks and not shopping as much as we used to, right? So consumer confidence will be down. The Fed making their statement on Wednesday, well, what do you think? Well, they will probably say the same thing that they've been recently saying, you know, we will keep printing money, we will keep the interest rates low at pretty much 0% here. And we will do whatever it takes to bring this economy back to make sure that we are okay. What else do we have? Unemployment claims. We already know that they are bad, right? So last week, 4.5 million people filed for unemployment. So this week expected 3.5, but you know what? It doesn't matter. If we are coming in with 3 million or 5 million, we already know it's bad, and we never ever had so much unemployment in such a short time. So we are on uncharted territory. So what is the third thing that traders are focusing on this week? The third thing are earnings. And this week, we have these so-called FANG stocks reporting earnings. We have Facebook, we have Apple, we have Amazon, we have Netflix was last week, but we have Google reporting. So this is what we will see this week. But honestly, I don't think that this will be anything earth-shattering to the market. So, right, because last week we already had Snapchat reporting, and Snapchat actually reported and said, you know what, our ad revenue wasn't as bad as we thought, and this is why we expect similar results here from Facebook and Google, who are heavily relying on ad revenue. And then Apple, we already know they will not be able to produce the new iPhone this year because there is interruption in manufacturing. So no surprises there. And this is where you see when there's no surprises, let's jump back on the charts. This is when we see that the markets are crawling up, and that's what they are doing today. So is all of this making sense or not? It doesn't matter, because here's what we like to do in this show. We trade what we see, not what we think, right? This is why we're having coffee here together. Is this making sense thus far? In a moment, we'll talk about Theta In Options, because I think it is really fascinating. But let me know. So far, so good? Give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying the show thus far, because I'm having a blast being here. I miss you on the weekends. I must honestly say, I miss you on the weekends. It is in my time zone 2:30 coming around, and I thought I should be talking to somebody. I should be talking to you. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll even do this show here on the weekend, because I'm enjoying it so much. All right, good. So yes. Now I remember. I was just looking at the comments here for a moment, and it seems that you can all hear me, see me. So I want to talk about an important subject. I want to talk about Theta In Options, and this is a continuation of the topic that we did in the previous Coffee with Markus when we talked about premium. So let me do the following, because we will also record this as a standalone video, because it will be really cool and important. I want to prepare a few things here for this segment, where I want to make sure that we are on the right track. So I'm going to do this here. I'm going to come to full camera, and I need to check something on my phone, and then we are good to go. All right. Doom. So glad that you can see me, hear me. Oh, I have a weird cable sticking out of here. This is actually connecting my iPad that I might use, my handy dandy notebook that I might or might not use. So let's see. Okay, let's talk about some option trading. So what is this Theta In Options? Here are 3 amazing things about time decay in options. You see, when you're buying options, time decay can suck the life out of you. But when you're selling options, you should forget everything you learned about time decay, because now suddenly Theta is your best friend. And in this video, I'll show you 3 amazing facts about time decay in options. So let's get started. Now, let's also quickly review. In my last video, I talked about option premium, and we talked about the real value and time value. Let me just bring it up here for just a moment so that you can see it. Here we go. You remember, this is what we are talking about. So if you need a refresher, for this, then watch the video that I did on option premium. I'll link to it in the description. But summary, in a nutshell, if an option is out of the money, then there's no real value in this option, and the premium you see on your trading platform is only time value. So let's take a look at the very specific example. Let's talk about a trade that I currently have in my account. This is SPCE. And right now, let's jump here. The stock is trading, as you can see, at $17.99. So right here, that's where you see it. It's Virgin Galactic. You get the idea. So let's talk about a put option, because this is exactly what I traded. Now, a put option means that you're allowed to sell the stock at a certain strike price. And I traded the 13 put, which means that somebody who owns that put option is allowed to sell it at $13. So this is what you see here, this line. So right now, the price of SPCE is at $17.99, $18. So why would anybody exercise the option and sell the stock for $13 if right now you can sell it for $5 more at $18? It doesn't make sense, right? So this is why there's no real value in this option unless the price drops below $13. So this means that the price of the option that is trading for right now is only the time value. So if you need a refresher or a more detailed explanation on this, watch my video about options premium. You'll find the link in the description. So let's take a look at the option price right now. I'm going to switch over here. Actually, let's bring this up and remove these two. No, I don't want to exit. We'll bring this up here in a moment. Okay, I just need to go to more and we need to switch to SPCE. There we go. Good. And I want to go to May 8th. Good. Here we go. So the 13 put option, with an expiration of May 8th, is trading, as you can see, at 32 by 37 cents. So that's the bid ask. I did a video about this, of what exactly this means. But let's say, let's use the midpoint here, 35 cents. So this here is only the time value. And you see options are traded in 100 packs. So this means that there's $35 in time value in this option. So now let's talk about what is Theta in options. You see, the Theta shows you how much the option loses in time value per day. As you can see, the Theta, it is showing right here, for the 13 put is 4.6 cents. And since options are trading in 100 packs, this translates into a so-called time decay of $4.60 per day. Now, here are the 3 amazing facts about time decay in options. Fact number 1. It is the only thing that's guaranteed. Every day, the time value of an option is getting smaller. And this is also called time decay. As you know, usually there's nothing guaranteed when it comes to trading, but time decay is, which is great when we're selling options, and that's what I like to do right now, since the markets are still crazy. Fact number 2, the sooner the option expires, the higher the time decay. Let me show you exactly what I mean. So here, the Theta of the 13 put right here that we see at the end, that expires on May 3rd, with 11 days to expiration, is 4.6 cents. Now, take a look at this. I want to move out one more expiration to May 15th. Now, if you look at the Theta of this put option, it is only 4.1 cents. So this means that you are basically, or that this option loses $4.10 per day. Now, as we go out even more, and I'm doing an extreme right now, I'm going to June 19th, and we're looking at the 13 put. This is where you see, if it expires in 53 days, it is only 2.5 cents. Now, this is super important, because here is what it means. If you're an options buyer, then time decay is your enemy. So as a buyer, you want to choose more days to expiration so that time decay doesn't hit you. And if you're an option seller, then time decay is your friend. So as a seller, you want to choose as few days to expiration as possible. Now, Before we talk about the third fact, which is my personal favorite, let me quickly ask you, is this making sense thus far? Because if it does, click on like right now so that I know which videos you like best, and then I'll make more of these videos. Okay, fantastic. Let's move on to fact number 3. Fact number 3. Since time decay decreases every day, you can make money even if the stock does not do what you want. Let's actually talk about my trade. Here we go. I was selling the 13 put. Oops. Let's bring back SPCE. See, I was selling the 13 put. This means I want the stock price to stay above 13. Ideally, I want the stock price to go up. Now, I sold this put option on April 20th. Let me go back right here. This is April 20th, when the stock price was at $19. You see, since I sold it over the past week, it moved down. It is trading at $18. This means that SPCE dropped almost 5%. But here's what happened. Let me show you my trading account. I sold this option right here for 58 cents. And right now, 1 week later, it's trading at 34 cents. So this means that I'm making $24 per option. And since I traded 25 options, that's a profit of $581. So as you can see, even though the stock did not do what it was supposed to do, I still made money. Here we go. SPCE was supposed to go up, but it went down, as you can see, 5%, and I still made $550, $580 here. That's why I love selling options during times of high volatility. All right, now you understand what Theta in Options is and how a time decay of options work. And if you enjoyed this video, then check out any of these other videos that appear on your screen right now, and I'll see you there. Talk to you very soon. Now, since you're live here, you already know why I'm doing this, right? This is when Asia will edit it out so that you can watch this video again, because I think it's very important that you understand what Theta is all about and time decay. Now, let me put the footer back in here so that you see we are back live here. I just use this to record it, to do a shorter video of this that you can watch it again. Anyhow, so is this helpful at all? Do you now understand why I like to sell puts right now? And by the way, I know that we are doing a class tonight, and if you have signed up, I'm super excited about the class tonight. I have found one amazing trade for you that I'm going to show you tonight. So I'm super excited about this, and I've been preparing for the class. I've been updating the blueprint that I'll share with you, the playbook. We have been updating the checklist, so it will be awesome. All right, so since we're here, let's see that I'll answer some of your questions, because that's what I enjoy of you being here live, that we can talk about it. And for those of you, if you're watching the recording, just leave a comment underneath. I promise I read all of the comments. Christy is helping me with the comments, so some of them she's answering, but most of the comments I personally answer because I really enjoy it. Okay, Jeffrey says, hello from the La Quinta in California, where it's 102. Here in Austin right now, it is 88 degrees. Can you believe it? Summer is already here. Okay, so Renu says, I got a credit card approved for a line of credit, but they are not willing to pay to buy stocks. Here's the deal. Yes, you should never trade with borrowed money. And here's why. When trading, you can lose money. Now, I mean, I just want to show you a little bit of my results because I know that some of you are interested learning about it. So let me just bring up the account here for just a moment. And you see, this is an account that I started on March 20th. So like 5 weeks ago, I started with $25,000. Right now is at $37,000. Now, these results, as you know, are not typical. I'm really, really good at it. I have taken 16 trades over the past 5 weeks, and all of these 16 trades have worked out. Now, the next loss is around the corner. It happens. I mean, losses are part of the business, but I do have a plan. But you see, Renu, this is why they say, no, you should not use borrowed money to trade stocks, because there are no guarantees. The only guarantee is this theta decay, right? The time decay that is happening every single time. So maybe use this to pay off a more expensive loan or whatever it might be, right? So I highly advise against trading with borrowed money. Okay. So Tom said, got into the Theta Kings course last night. Can't wait. It's in a few hours from now. We start in 4 hours from now. Super excited about this. Super excited about this. Kathy says, would love to see you on the weekends. Miss you too. Absolutely. Okay, let's see if we have a few things. So Benito says, sold my first call today, doing it as an income generator while Microsoft goes up. Nerve-wracking for sure. When it's your first time. Absolutely. See, the important thing, Benito, so right now you're also an option seller. So this is why I think what I covered today is super important for you, because this way you see how much money you should make every day as time clocks by. So if you're a seller, again, keep in mind that you're using a short fuse, right? I mean, I personally, I like to use anywhere between 4 to 20 days to expiration, because you have seen it. The shorter the fuse until the days to expiration, until it expires, right, the higher the time decay. It's one of the 3 facts that I mentioned here. Okay, so Neil is asking, when you sell option puts, do you also keep the premium if the price goes below your strike price, even if you have to buy the stock at the strike price? Neil, yes! That is the beautiful thing about it. You do keep the premium regardless of what. The only reason when you would give back the premium is when you buy back the option. I like to buy back the option when I realize 70% of the maximum. So yes, I'm giving 30% back to the market, but this is the way how I trade, because I want to take my risk off as soon as possible. But to answer your question, yes. When you're selling option puts, you keep the premium when you're getting assigned. It's not being taken away from you. Great question. All right. So Karen, live every day, achieving no goals. Okay, that's so great. So Victor is asking, is selling put options the same as selling uncovered puts? Yes, it is called uncovered puts or also naked puts. I know, weird expression, right? But this is what it is called. So the way how I sell the put options is that I'm selling it naked. Now, of course, I have enough money in my account to be able to buy the stock if I have to, but I'm not short the stock. So yes, it is naked or uncovered. Okay, Lino, does anybody use the optimizer? You know what? We talked about this. We like using the PowerX Optimizer when the VIX drops below 30. And right now, let's go back to the charts here for just a moment. Right now, if we are going to the VIX, you'll see it is getting super close. It is at 33. So I believe that sometime later this week or early next week, we will trade stocks and options according to PowerX Optimizer again. Great question. Yeah, so just wait a little bit. Paula is asking, why 13 the strike price? Well, this is where I have an option checklist of how to select the best strike price. I want to make sure that it meets certain criteria and that it is at natural support. And this is where I saw the best risk-reward ratio in terms of premium that I would get, and where I saw support on the chart. Okay, good. And Diane says, yeah, with volatility below 30, you might be purchasing stocks. Yes. Will you sell call options for income on those stocks? I'm thinking about it, haven't been doing it in the past, because usually I just keep a stock between 5 and 20 days. So this is when you're usually not getting enough premium, but I'll look into this. I'm actually testing something else for you, and I'll talk about it tomorrow. I want to share a trading idea with you that I'm having right now. And if you want, I'll let you part of the process. I will probably set up a new account. So I will open an account with a different broker than I have right now, because I thought might be maybe interesting for you to see how to open an account if you have never done it. So I'll choose a broker. I haven't decided yet whether it is TD Ameritrade, or I recently heard a lot of you asking me about Webull. So Webull is a new brokerage. Might look into this. So I'll open an account. I'll show you, if you're interested, the trading idea that I have. I'll show you how I'm developing it, how I'm trading it, how I'm testing it, and how I'm developing my own playbook for this. So if you're interested, leave a comment and let me know. Because this way I know that you're interested, then we can start doing this tomorrow. So Diane, great point. Joseph says, looking forward to the class tonight. So am I. I'm so excited about this. So excited. And Sandra is asking, can you do a class about buying and selling calls? I think I have a free class there. But we will look into calls when there is the right time. You see, this is where I want to make sure that I'm really applying it myself, because here's the deal. Whatever I'm sharing with you here is what I personally do. The PowerX Optimizer that some of you have, this is what I personally do. The PowerX strategy, this is what I personally do. Selling puts, this is what I personally do. Sandra, of course I could teach you how to sell calls. That's not the deal. But I only want to do it when I'm personally doing it so that you see how I do it. I'm not about theoretical stuff. Hey, here's what you could do, right? I'm about practical stuff. Trading strategies that I personally use and that you can use in your trading right away. Is this making sense? If you like this idea, then give me a thumbs up that I rather teach you something that I personally do instead of doing some hypothetical, well, here's what you could do, and never show you any real results. If you enjoy the way how I teach, give me a quick thumbs up, give me a like, then I know that I'll keep doing that instead of talking about woulda, coulda, shoulda. Okay. So Paul is asking, how do you turn on the news section on TradingView? I'll be happy to show you this. It's actually when you click on this little icon in the upper right hand. You see, upper right hand, you see right here next to publish. If you click on it, you see the news. If you click on it again, it's gone. See, it's super easy. Hope this helps. See, these are easy questions. We can do this all day long, and I'll show you some little tricks. Okay, Richard is asking, when is the best time to look for options to sell? Throughout the day, end of the day, or at market opening? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. You can do it at any time. I mean, you might have seen me, I've been selling options together with my mastermind in the morning. I've been selling options right around lunchtime, and I've been selling options with you going into the close. So there's no best time. When it fits your criteria, you can take the trade anytime. So sometimes I see that I would like to have some more premium, so I'm putting a trade in the morning and hope that I get filled throughout the day. You have seen this, I think, especially with this SPCE trade that I've been talking about. I just put the order out there and I said I wanted to have a minimum premium of, I think it was 59 cents. And this one, it was trading at 57, and I got filled a little bit later. But there is no right time. You can do it at any time, whenever it is good for you. But great question. Okay, RK, didn't you lose money with USO? No, I traded put options, and I can actually show you if you want. I'll be happy to show this to you. But RK, great question. Let me do the following. Here's what I need to do. I will share my desktop. See, if I go to account and I go to activity statement, I'll be happy to show you my activity statement. So let's see if it loads up. They are super secure here. So I need to enter this right now on my phone. So this way you guys can't access it when I'm showing my accounts here. Because only if you have my phone, this is when you can log in, because there's a code generated that is different every single time. So if you're writing this down right now, good luck to you. Can't get into my account. Super secure. Okay. So here we go, and we'll talk about the activity. I actually like to look at the M2M summary, and great question about USO. So let's take a look at this. And we're doing it because this account I funded on the 20th. This is when I started trading it. So let's click on run. So first of all, the net asset value, I hope that you can read it. It's a little bit small. You see, I started with 25,380. Right now, the account is at 37,738. So this is $11,000, 43% that I traded this account up within 5 weeks. So let's take a look at all the positions. So here we go, RK. So here is, I hope that you can read it. Might have to go to full screen. So these are all the positions that I did, and here are the results in the total comment. And you see I traded USO twice right here, a 450 put and a 4 put. And as you can see, I made on the one $632 and on the other one $418. Is this helpful? Okay, just wanted to make sure. So let me go back here. Good. And come back to you with full camera. So RK, great question, but nope. Thus far, my track record is, as you have just seen, 16-0. So far, so good. Catherine, where do we sign up for tonight? Contact Lisa. She'll send you a link. So, Alex asking about USO. You have just seen it. So I did not trade the stock USO. I traded the option. I sold a put, and it turned out into a profit. 632 once and 418 the other time. So what is that? $1,050 that I made on USO. Okay, so Lino says, I'm super interested in options, but since I never trade before, I'm going to start easy and learn how to trade stocks first. Do you have any classes? Get the book. Oh, by the way, oh my gosh, I got to tell you something. I have some super, super exciting news for you. I know that many of you already have this book, and you know, I'll be happy to give it to you for free. All I ask is that you pay for shipping and handling. It's $4.95. And this way you can get this book. Somebody can probably post a link to this in the description. But here is what I got for you. Super, super excited about this. Let me just show you. I am going to my desktop and I'm going to Amazon. So here's something exciting that is happening on Wednesday. I'm just Googling. I'm just on Amazon. Type in my name. And you know that the PowerX strategy is also available here on Amazon. On Amazon, it usually costs what, $4.96. But here's the cool thing. You probably already see it there. Yes, it will be available on the Kindle. And I know that some of you who are international have been asking me about this. Please, instead of waiting for a full month for the book, because internationally it takes a month, and it's not really onto us. It's because of customs and all this kind of stuff. Anyhow, so this will be available in 2 days from now. So in 2 days from now and until the end of the week, we're doing a special promotion that Amazon lets us do, where it is only $1.99. After this, on Friday, the price goes up to $4.99, which is the regular price, but Amazon allows us for 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, to discount the book price. And again, right now you can only pre-order it, but if you want to already do it, if you enjoy it on a Kindle, then this might be exciting for you. It's exciting for me because I know that many of you who are international have been asking, okay, it takes forever until the book is here. And honestly, international shipping costs me an arm and a leg. I believe for international shipping, we're paying like $12, and I'm only asking for $4.95. So, I mean, it costs me money to get the book to you. So this is why I thought that having it on Kindle might be cool. So for those of you who love having stuff on the Kindle, hope that you're enjoying this. Okay. So Donna said, I couldn't find any hot trades today, according to your calculator. You are absolutely right. I couldn't find anything today. So, but this is where we'll trade live tomorrow morning, if you're part of the class. So tomorrow morning and on Wednesday morning, we do this. But yeah, Donna, you're absolutely right. Today, there was nothing that excited me. So you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Okay. So we talked about call options, Claire, already a little bit earlier. So we did this. Yes, when I'm trading it, I'll let you know. So Joseph is asking, is the trade goes in the wrong direction, do you close the trade or do you wait until you receive the stock? No, I really wait until I get a sign. This is why it is so important that you are only trading options on stocks that you're willing to own long term, right? I would be fine owning SPCE at $13. And all the trades that I've shown you, I'd be happy to own them. So no, I'm not closing it out. I wait until I get a sign. And then, of course, I hope for the stock to bounce back. And I'm not greedy. I mean, when the stock does, I'm getting out of there and free up the capital. Anyhow, so Dennis says, yeah, the Dow didn't drop on 22 million filing for unemployment, but will skyrocket when 1 million people go to return to work. I agree. Does not make sense to me at all either. That's why we trade what we see, not what we think, right? Because if I would trade what I think, I mean, I would probably right now think the market must be crashing, but it doesn't. So, cheers. Okay, Simone is asking, what do you think about buying FCEL short term? I don't know. Let's take a look at FCCL. Let's see what that is. I don't even know what it is. What do they do? FCEL. Fuel cell energy. Okay, so a good point here. Simone, you're asking a great question. See, this is why I like to use my indicators. And by the way, if you would like to learn more about these indicators and how to set it up, go to mytradingroutine.com. This is where I explain it in detail. And as you can see, this, according to the indicators, I already got a sell signal here at $1.55. So right now, I believe that this is already run away. Because you see, if you would have entered at $1.55 or $1.59, $1.60, and this goes all the way up to $2.38, I know that it doesn't sound much in terms of, let me just see if I can draw here the ruler. I know that it doesn't sound much in terms of dollar, but as you can see, that's a 56%. But this, honestly, for me, this trade is already gone. So this is why I wouldn't get into this. Doesn't mean that it doesn't continue to go up. I mean, right now it says it's more likely to go up, but you see, we are already getting close to the end of a trend. I don't want to jump in too late, if this makes sense. Anyhow, Simone, good question. Good question. Okay, so I know there's a few more questions, and we have a few more minutes before my coffee gets too cold. And Multiplier Fishbach says, it's almost May, and I know what they say. Sell in May and go away. I don't think that this might apply this year. Well, yeah, I mean, who knows, right? This is where I don't believe in all these sayings, right? I mean, that the supposedly smart people say. I'm not that smart, and I've been doing fairly well by not listening to the mainstream guys. Anyhow, good. Hope this helps. Hey, by the way, if you're just joining us and you're new to this channel, do me a favor, and if you're enjoying this, click on like, right? I mean, there's a little thumbs up somewhere here, probably on this side, I guess. And there's also a subscribe button. So if today you found this helpful and useful, if you hit the subscribe button and also click on the little notification bell, you will get notified whenever I go live or release a new video. And right now there's more than 450 videos on my channel. Really loving it. Okay. Oh, Kurt, appreciate it. I mean, Kurt and Kathy, I love you guys. You're awesome. Good. So Zia is asking, does a theta of a particular option change every day, or is it constant? It is pretty constant. It can change, but it's not that it goes from 4 cents, as we have seen earlier, that goes from 4 cents to 40 cents. No, it goes from 4.6 cents to 4.8 cents to 4.5 cents to 4.6 cents, right? So it stays pretty close, especially on a day-to-day basis. It doesn't go crazy, but great question. Okay. Ahmed saying, have no account yet and don't know how to open one. Watch the 101 6 times, waiting on the book. Okay, see you tonight. And yeah, I thought it might be helpful for you to open an account. I will do it with a broker where I do not have an account yet. So we'll go through this process together if you want, so that you see what questions are being asked. How do you open an account? We will then wait until it is approved, which is usually within a day. I'll then transfer money into the account. We'll then see how long it takes to to have the funds available for trading. So with interactive brokers that I've had for years, I know that I can transfer funds in the morning and they're pretty much available in the afternoon. But this is why I thought I use a different broker, and I'll go through the process with you. I thought this might be cool. So we'll start doing this, maybe starting tomorrow or on Wednesday, definitely within the next few videos. Okay. So Claire's asking, have you considered doing your boot camps virtually? Yes, we have, and we're working on this. I cannot tell you if we're going to do this, and if we're going to do this, I cannot tell you when we're going to do this. I enjoy meeting you live in person. I know that many of you here have met me in person. I enjoy talking to you. I enjoy teaching live and in person. But Claire, great question. Yes, we're definitely looking into this. Okay, Fong, will you have to go buy call and buy put options in the future too? Yes. When we go back to trading according to the PowerX strategy, this is when I'm buying calls and when I'm buying puts. So you'll see this happening very, very soon. Okay. Thomas said, like your coffee cup, mine broke today. You need a new one. Thomas, would you like to have this cup? Okay, I'll send you one of these. We have them in the store. I'll send them to you. Shoot an email to Nicole@rockwelltrading.com, Nicole, Nicole@rockwelltrading.com with your address, and I'll get you a mug. Okay. So what is the third fact about Theta? Lorena, the third fact about Theta is that you can be wrong and Theta is still working in your favor. So the third fact is I was wrong. So SPCE did not go up. In fact, it did go down, and we are still making money because Theta decay is happening every single day. Okay. So, Catherine, if the VIX is higher than 30, can I still sell puts? Yes, and there will be opportunities even when the VIX is below 30. There's always some stocks that have high volatility, and I'll show you how to find those. So this is part of the class tonight. For those who have already taken the class, you know the scanner that I'm going through, and I'll show you tonight exactly how to do this. I think I did a very quick run through last Thursday. So if you go back to last Thursday's video, which was, I don't know, today is day 45, so it was probably stock market crash day 43. This is where you see quickly the scanner that I go through, how you can identify stocks even when the VIX is below 30. But when it is below 30, I like to go back to trading my bread and butter strategy, the PowerX strategy, and we'll talk about this. Doesn't mean that I will stop selling puts. If there's an opportunity, I will do it, but usually have more trading opportunities when the VIX is above 30. Okay, very good. And Donna is asking, any idea when and where your next boot camp will be? Kind of. The next boot camp that we do in person will be in Texas, and here's why. Before the shit hit the fan, sorry for being blunt, but you know what I'm talking about. We were planning to go to Dallas and Houston. And I know that you might have already registered for the boot camp. You might be in Texas and might say, oh my gosh, I want to be there. And then we had to send you an email and call you and said, sorry, we have to cancel the boot camp. As you know, the boot camps are free. There's no charge. You can attend. It's around 3 hours where we teach the basics about investing and trading stocks. So this is where we also canceled the hotels, and the hotel said, well, just let us know when you're ready. So the first boot camps that we do in person will be in Texas, because I know that you might be waiting for it because you have already registered. When is it? I don't know. We will see, right? We will see. Tentatively, maybe in June. Who knows? I mean, yeah, I want to make sure that you're safe, that my team is safe, that I'm safe. So we're keeping an eye on the situation, and we want to make sure that we're all safe and keep a good distance then, right? I mean, at least 6 feet. It's a smart thing to do. So we will not rush into this. This is where, as Claire asked earlier, we might consider doing one virtually or right here, maybe on YouTube, right? And it will be a little bit longer because I do not think that you can learn how to trade stocks in 30 minutes, but I do believe that you can get a very solid foundation in 3 hours. So I asked you already, and you said the weekends would be best. So we're looking into this, and we might just do a 3-hour session, either right here on YouTube, or we use GoToWebinar. Not a big fan of Zoom. As you know, Zoom has some security issues, but that's a story for another day. All right, so this wraps up today, because I feel that my coffee is only lukewarm. I like to keep these sessions to around 45 minutes. This way it's easy for you to take some time out of your day. I really love doing these videos for you, and I hope that you're enjoying watching these videos as much as I enjoy doing them for you. If you haven't hit the like button, do me a favor, click on like. Actually, let's smash the like button. I mean, show me your enthusiasm by clicking on like. And if this was your first time here and you enjoyed this show and you would like to see more, click on subscribe and hit the little notification bell, because this way you get notified by YouTube whenever I release a new video or I go live. Have a great day. I see you tonight in the class if you have signed up for the class. If not yet, go to my website, rockwelltrading.com. Right here, you will find more information about the class here. And if you're not part of the class, I will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, 3:30 Eastern Time, 30 minutes before the market close. Take care.